The shock and awe package. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I'm going to talk again about a situation that I fell into where I got myself a shock and awe package sent to me, and this was one of the largest ones that I've gotten. This happens a lot. So what's a shock and awe package? A shock and awe package is something that leaves the person who you're sending it to in shock and awe because they weren't expecting something so big or so elaborately put together or anything of that sort. So this could be for new customers. It could be for prospective customers. Specifically, you normally want to do it if it's something that has a payoff that is equal to or greater than what you're sending them. That makes it more profitable for you. You want to be able to make it to where it fits in the long run. But if you do this right, it's the way to not be ignored, and that's the main thing. If your excuse me, if your main issue is having people, request things from you and then you never hear from them again, or just in some other way being ignored, then the shock and awe package is a great way to be able to land there and to not be forgotten. And look at what's happened here is they're getting an entire video dedicated to them just because of this situation. And what this is a company called Nutrient, and I believe it's Nutrient Survival. I will put the link in the description for their website. I got this box showing up at my door that I wasn't even expecting. My producer, I'll let you know how this happened. We have a podcast called Off the Grid Biz Podcast, and what I do is I interview people that are in the self-reliance space, meaning they have products and services that help people to become more self-reliant in one way or another, and they're somehow connected within that general space. Well, Nutrient is one of them, and in it, so I got this big box showing up. Sean Douglas is my podcast producer. He's the one that gets a hold of people and sets them up to be on the show, and he did ask me for my a good address to send something to, and so that's why I was able to get this. So it came with this little package, which is nice and easy. NS, And I'll open this up here and look at what's inside. Nice. I'll tell you what's nice about this. It's a nice sturdy envelope. It's a different color than you normally be used to seeing. It's typical kind of style of a manila envelope, but it's more of a recycled paper style, which is kind of cool. And then these great little booklets here. Let's see one here. How to Defend Your Body. Your complete guide to go beyond surviving to thriving. Okay. So it's got a little introduction, just a little pamphlet, but in a different way, almost put together like it was a free report or something. And 7 steps here. Yeah, nutrientsurvival.com is the website. Thank you so much, you guys. This is just more than I could have guessed. They're from they're made in the USA, Reno, Tahoe area. It's a beautiful area. If you've never been there, Nutrient Survival, defend your body with nutrients. What's inside? So this is a guide to everything that's inside this amazing little box here, which is pretty cool. It has cooking times and vitamins and everything else. Very neat. So then I have this thing that looks like a little refrigerator or something, a little cooler, and you open it up and it's got packages of some of their survival material. Here is a creamy chocolate shake. This appears to be a meal replacement or protein shake. I haven't looked closely at it, but that's what it appears to be. Hearty apple cinnamon oatmeal. We got oatmeal here. We've got lots of different types of granola crunch, grain crunch. A lot of these things that are pretty typical, but they're very high end. It's very nice presentation in here as far as when it comes to preparedness food or survival food. Almost kind of MRE styled in how they're set up. They're not vacuum sealed, but they're very cool. This is awesome. Great big hefty box with a bunch of great stuff to try out. So I'd love to thank Nutrient, but I want to use them as an example. that this is something that you could be doing, especially if you have a higher end program or you do any type of consulting or anything of that sort. This is a great way to be able to show up and not be forgotten. I'm not going to throw this away. Look at this. And so they've got they've got this advertising that's sitting in my house on a regular basis, and I'll make references back to it, everything else. I'll have other people be able to try this. This is money well spent when sent to the proper person. Oh, kicking the camera around. But that's the idea, the shock and awe package. That's just one example. I've shown you other examples in the past, some of the stuff that I've received from other people that have been on the podcast. But that's an example of ways that you can show up differently. If you can just show up differently, you'll make a big difference, get you to stand out and to not be forgotten. So hopefully that helps. If you'd like help in kind of delivering or coming up with a shock and awe program for yourself, I'm going to suggest you go over to brianjpombo.com, specifically brianjpombo.com/Amazon for the Amazon Proof Strategy session, where we can show you how to show up so differently that the competition can't touch you. You'll be completely Amazon proof. So that's brianjpombo.com/Amazon. That link will be in the description also. We'll see you tomorrow night. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.